What is up everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing great, and I hope you're all staying safe. In today's video we have a lot of really exciting news, and I'm going to explain a bunch of things to you, because yesterday we got the news that the Oculus Quest 2 has officially been rooted, and the amount of messages I have gotten since that has come out about what rooting is and what it will give you access to is absolutely unbelievable. So that's one of the first things I'm going to cover. I'm going to tell you guys what rooting is and what it can possibly mean for us on our Oculus Quest 2s. Then I'm going to talk about ShadowVR finally being available on SideQuest. Yes, you guys remember I made a video on how to play PC VR without a PC? Well, now that is one step closer, because ShadowVR is now officially out on SideQuest. Then we are going to talk about VR becoming even more alive than it already was, and gaining more and more popularity. And at the very end, I have some news about, I wrote Shadowpunk here. I must have been high. Cyberpunk is delayed yet again. So let's jump straight into the first piece of news. The Oculus Quest 2 has officially been rooted. Now, of course, we don't have a jailbreak method out for it just yet, because that's what I'm going to call this for the masses, jailbreaking. Because as Robert Long himself said, calling it a jailbreak is actually much easier for the masses. However, the proper term for this is rooting, because on Android it's rooting, on iPhones it's jailbreaking. So, what is rooting? Well, rooting is gaining access to the root partition of your device, therefore enabling you to change pretty much everything about it. I have rooted pretty much every phone I have had throughout the years and put a custom ROM on it, and I'll explain to you very briefly what a custom ROM is in a second. Now, I'm not sure how they gained root access to the Oculus Quest 2, however, most of this is done bootloader level. Now, if there's a vulnerability in the bootloader level, there's a lot of things we can do. For example, with root access, as the researchers already have done, they have bypassed Facebook login on the Oculus Quest 2. Now, what this implies is that you can use your Oculus Quest 2 without signing into Facebook at all, and that is already pretty interesting. However, it gets even more interesting after that, because once you have root access, you could potentially install a custom recovery. Now, what is a custom recovery? Well, you guys know the BIOS on your computer that allows you to change all the settings before the computer even turns on? Well, that is essentially what a custom recovery is. A custom recovery would allow us to delete the operating system on the Oculus Quest 2 entirely, make a backup of it, things like that, and flash our own custom ROM. Now, a custom ROM is also known as a custom operating system. However, it's called a ROM because we're doing this on Android and not on a computer. Now, I'm actually currently running a custom ROM on my phone because a custom ROM enables you to do a lot more things than a normal ROM would. So on my phone, I'm currently running ZenXOS, which basically allows me to change everything about my phone, literally everything. Anything you can possibly think of, the option to change it is right there at your fingertips. So I would assume that if somebody does ever make a custom ROM on the Oculus Quest, this would be the same. Now, people have been talking about running Linux on the Oculus Quest 2, bootloader level, which is quite interesting. However, again, we have no news on this so far. Now, again, a jailbreak is also not yet available for the masses. This has been done, however, it has not been released. They need to find a way to release this in a manner where Facebook can't remove it instantly. So going back to what it means for us, well, all those things I've mentioned, and this is also super exciting news for everybody out there that has their account banned for no reason whatsoever, and also for people that find their headset being a paperweight. Because if a custom ROM is actually released for the Oculus Quest 2, well, if your Oculus Quest does get hardware banned or something along those lines, well, you'd be able to flash a custom ROM on it and completely get rid of Facebook software. We might just finally be free. So basically, root access would grant you permission to do anything you could possibly want with your Oculus Quest 2. And that is pretty exciting. So there you go. That's a really fast explanation for all you guys out there that were wondering what root access could possibly give us and what root access is. And hopefully that explanation is simple enough for people that don't have a clue what root is to understand. Now, let's move on to ShadowVR Gaming. 2 seconds, guys. My throat's a little dry. MysticleStore.com. Okay, well, MysticleStore.com. Check it out down below. Because ShadowVR is now officially available on SideQuest for you to sideload onto your Oculus Quest, and this is super exciting. What this means is you can now entirely eliminate virtual desktop from the mix and use just ShadowVR services to play VR on your Shadow gaming PC. Now this sounds incredible, and it seems to work really well as well. Now this does remove another layer of latency because it removes the virtual desktop part of everything, so you're just using Shadow. So this is another step towards completely wireless PC VR on the Oculus Quest 2. And a lot of you were telling me, hey, European servers are actually available on Shadow. Yes, they are available, you are correct. I may have been a little bit misleading in that video. However, what I meant was they're only available for pre-order, so I myself, for example, couldn't use them, which is why I needed to reach out to people, and thankfully, iDoDishes Daily hasn't yet taken away my Shadow privileges, so I actually managed to test this out, and I can in fact confirm that it works, and it seems to work really well. All you need to do is you need to connect to your Shadow using your phone or computer before you sideload the ShadowVR APK onto your Quest and install SteamVR. Now, once you have installed SteamVR through either your phone or computer, you can then install the ShadowVR app onto your Quest, sign in with your details. Then, once you have signed in with your details, the app will actually automatically start your Shadow PC. Then, once you click Start Shadow VR inside the app, it will perform an update to a special version of Shadow just made for VR. Yes, they have actually made an entirely different version of Shadow just for this purpose. However, if you do ever want to switch back to PC gaming, in the app it will show you that you will need to switch back to the official version of Shadow. Once you do that, it'll perform another update and switch back to the PC version of Shadow. So you can't have the PC version and the VR version on at the same time. It's either one or the other. I believe this might be changed in the future. However, because the app is still in alpha, we better expect some bugs, and this is certainly one of the downer sides. However, it does still certainly allow you to play PC VR just like that. Now that is pretty damn cool, and I am super excited to see what cloud gaming brings for us in the future, because this is one step closer to that oasis. Imagine the Oculus Quest 2 could potentially have 5G, you know, anywhere in the world. Oasis? Now, yesterday I had yet again seen articles about the fact that VR is dying. However, I disagree with this, because as a lot of you may have found out yesterday, popular YouTuber PevDP has been playing Population 1 on his YouTube channel. Now, this is super exciting because, well, I watch PevDP daily, and I can't. No, I can't. It's PewDiePie. I watch a lot of PewDiePie, and I know millions of people around the world do as well. His stream yesterday, when I went on it, had 53,000 viewers. Now that is bringing VR to the masses. That is getting people excited about VR. And a lot of people watching his video may have seen VR for the very first time and got interested in it. Now, whether you like YouTubers like him or not, you cannot deny the fact that when he shows something off, a lot of people are going to get interested in it, which means that a lot of people watching his stream probably got interested in VR. So this is super exciting. VR is still growing, and it is very much alive. And I don't know, this just excites me, you know, this piece of news. Let me know what you guys think down below. Have you guys watched the stream? It was pretty fun. And the last piece of news that we have on this list is Cyberpunk getting delayed yet again. Now, Cyberpunk has been delayed, I think, the third time now, and this is a game that is super exciting for many, including myself. I think it's been delayed by 21 days now, and a lot of people on Twitter were super angry about this. But let me tell you something. Would you prefer a game that has been delayed and is actually good, or do you prefer a game that hasn't been delayed and gets released with a bunch of bugs and is pretty much unplayable? See, that is the difference here. I value what the developers are doing, and I totally agree with them delaying it yet again, because I prefer a game that is nice and working well for the price, rather than them releasing something that is rushed and not fully complete. But I know a lot of people completely disagree with that, and I value your opinion. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. So that is going to be it for today's video, guys. We got a lot of things covered. Hopefully I explained to you what root access means. We had some great news about finally bringing VR to the masses using PevDP, and ShadowVR finally coming out. Now, this is pretty interesting that I made a video about it and it came out just a few days later. I'm not taking credit for that whatsoever. However, it is pretty interesting. So, there you guys go. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a like. However, if you guys disliked it, I guess this button works too, but please tell me why down in the comment section below. So, if you guys would like to support the channel in any way, shape, or form, we have a store down below, mysticalstore.com, where the prices are cheap, well, cheaper than normal merch, and the merch isn't just a massive ad that you wear. We have 2 collections that have entirely nothing to do with the channel whatsoever, the Another World collection and the Shattered Reality collection. So make sure to check those out down in the description below. If you guys would like to be notified about future content coming up on this channel, I upload tech videos daily and VR videos on Mondays and Fridays. So if you guys want to become part of this community that we have a Discord down below, and we also have a Reddit down there, where I want to see you guys posting your spicy memes. And again, if you guys want to be notified about future content, make sure to smack that subscribe button with your forehead, ding my bell, and see you again in the next video. Peace.